Well, there are not many things in life that you wait for a whole day just to begin, like we did on the first test versus India and versus England. My gosh, all the fans they were waiting on the edge of their seat for the action to begin, and what an anticlimactic way to end the first test match of this mighty series, I would say. There we have two heavyweight players in the test circuit. We have India on the one hand and England on the other, punching their way into the days as they progress on day 1 to 4, and we saw at the end of day 4 India had a slightly, I would say, upper hand when compared to England, and went into the dressing room, I would say, more happy than England. England had to conjure the rain gods on day 5 to save the test match, I would say, and that's what all the Indian fans would be saying. But still, we have 4 test matches to go, and this isn't over in any way. Talking about the England side for the second test, I believe there will be a flurry of changes in the second test match. So I'm expecting around 4 changes to happen in the England side. So I would still keep Rory Burns and Sibley, because just the way they batted and the way they showed patience, especially Sibley, for playing all those number of balls, even though he didn't score much in both of the innings, where we have 15 odd and 20 odd in the first and second innings for Sibley and Rory Burns. It's a left hand right hand combination. I would not suggest England should change this, but I think Joe Root will give the openers another chance to prove themselves in Lords. And right after that, in place of Crawley, I have Haseeb Hamid coming in. Crawley played some outstanding shots in the second innings, but I guess that he hasn't showed what a number 3 batsman has to show in a team. Show resilience, show courage, show patience to stay in the crease, and we didn't see that from Zach Crawley, but I would be bringing in Haseeb Hamid, who's waiting in the wings. Even though he scored 100 in the practice match, I would bat him at number 3, just not to disturb the combination of Rory Burns and Sibley, which has been working for England quite good. And at number 4, we have Joe Root, so nothing changes with him. And definitely for number 5, I would go with Ollie Pope instead of Dan Lawrence. Lawrence looked out of shape in all sorts in both the innings. He did play some shots and which went for a couple of boundaries, but apart from that, there was nothing extraordinary in the way Dan Lawrence batted. I would be coming in for Dan Lawrence for me at number 5. And after that, we have the pair of Bairstow and Buttler. Right after the pair of Bairstow and Buttler, we hope to see Moeen Ali come in for England. As we know, Moeen Ali has been nemesis for this Indian team on quite occasions, on couple of occasions, and even if he doesn't contribute with the bat, I'm sure that he'll be a good bowler, and Virat Kohli will have to watch out, and the top batsman too, against Moeen Ali, because he just bowls that tight line, doesn't give anything to the batsman. And if you think that after the pace bowlers finish their first spell, if you're going to take on Moeen Ali, they have to be very careful. I think England have found a gem in Robinson, and he'll definitely have his place in this lineup. And after that, we have Jimmy Anderson. Well, Jimmy Anderson was on his best. The only questions that concerns Anderson is his fitness. Will he be fit enough to play all the 5 test matches? And if he does, it's going to be one hell of a test series. Stuart Broad didn't look at his very best, not the Stuart Broad we have seen, especially in England. And I believe Chris Woakes or Ollie Stone will be taking his place. Well, this is the problem England has. If both Anderson and Broad start playing together, there are some things which might go amiss between these two, and one of them start losing the test matches. So Stone or Chris Woakes comes in. Ollie Stone is a bit like Ishant Sharma, high arm action. If there is bounce on that Lord's wicket, then he'll be plenty with the ball. And Chris Woakes, as we know, he can come after Moeen Ali and wage his bat a little bit. So this is the England team for me. So talking about the lineup, Rohit Sharma and Rahul will open again, and they should open again. What an excellent innings from KL Rahul. Under pressure, the whole country is watching, the pressure on you, and Rahul comes out and delivers in that way. What an absolute beauty that was from Rahul in the first inning to take India afloat. Talking about Rohit Sharma, well, Rohit Sharma's case has been very curious. You can say like it's a curious case with Rohit Sharma. He's playing all those deliveries, he's staying at the crease, but still unable to convert them into big ones. But give Rohit Sharma 5 test matches and I'm sure he'll be playing those big innings. It's not too far away. It might be in this test match as well in Lord's. So at number 3, it's Pujara for me. No changes there. In the second innings, his bat was coming down straight. He was looking to attack, take that, pick that early boundaries of the bowlers, which he does often, and which puts the pressure on the opposition team. So you expect Pujara start playing those shots, and any opposition is in trouble if he finds his form in the second test match. Well, after that we have Kohli, Rahane and Pant. So the squad, I think there might be only one change with respect in the bowling department. Well, I could see Mohammad Siraj might miss out in the second test at Lord's. If Ishant Sharma is fit in the Lord's test match, I think definitely Mohammad Siraj will have to make place for Ishant Sharma. Well, we all remember in the 2012 series how Sharma bounced out the England side. So I guess if Moeen Ali is in the team and Rory Burns, so bringing in Ishant Sharma would also seem like a tactical move, and it will be so. And apart from that, I don't see any changes in this Indian squad. So only changes, Ishant Sharma might come in from Mohammad Siraj. Well, this was it, folks, for the preview of the second test match. We'll catch you guys after the first day at Lord's. Take care. Bye-bye.